Et bonjour à tous. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour un stream où on va reprendre ce qu'on n'a pas fait depuis hyper longtemps. LA Noir. Du coup, c'est parti. Je sais plus du tout où on en était, je sais plus ce qu'on faisait sur le jeu. Ouais, je ne sais plus, ça fait trop longtemps. Du coup, je pense qu'on va s'y remettre et on va voir ce que ça donne. Ce sera pas un super grand stream aujourd'hui. Du coup, on verra combien d'enquêtes on fait. Mais je pense qu'on va aller s'y mettre directement, parce que sinon, on va rien faire. Donc je lance le jeu et on y go. Normalement, c'est bon. On va couper la musique. Reprendre. Je sais plus si on avait vu le trailer ensemble de la nouvelle enquête. De toute façon, on va le revoir, normalement. Ça se trouve, il n'y en avait même pas. La maison en allumettes.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
I don't know what makes you so stupid.
Ah ok, ça commence direct. Et bah du coup, on va y aller direct, hein.
So, you gonna see a married man again?
Alors, on va commencer du début. Elsa Lichman, West Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, Los Angeles, 23 septembre 1947. Attends. Chère Madame Lichman, dans le dossier du contrat d'assurance numéro truc chouette, et suite au décès soudain Monsieur Louis-Jean Bushwalter, je vous écris pour vous informer que vous êtes la bénéficiaire exclusive des avoirs de Monsieur Butch machin truc chouette. Ok. Mes condoléances, veuillez trouver ci-joint un chèque de 20 000 $ dont le montant est conforme aux dispositions de la clause du contrat d'assurance d'invalidité que Monsieur Butchwalter avait souscrit. Attends, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire là? Ah, peut-être en bas là, j'avais pas vu. Attendez, on peut descendre. Si vous désirez contester ce montant, vous pouvez en informer les bourriers par courrier ou par téléphone. Et là, il y a le chèque. Ah oui.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
Ok, donc si elle accepte, il lui dit qu'il suffit de signer là.
I don't accept the
What do you mean
settlement.
you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Ok, elle refuse l'argent, elle veut qu'on enquête sur le dossier parce qu'elle pense que c'est louche. Let's go. Il a l'air agacé hein, quand même lui. Alors.
There's got to be more in these files.
Attends, on peut pas.
I don't know what makes you so stupid, but it really works.
Ouais.
So, you gonna see your married
Attends, je peux pas. Ok. Approuvé.
What on earth is that man doing?
Ah, ok, un coin. Yeah, on peut tourner, ok.
We'll never find out.
Dans le cadre de son contrat de travail pour les chantiers d'Elysian Fields, Louis-Jean Bushwalter a été tué lors de l'affaissement du toit de la maison sur laquelle il travaillait. Le mardi 28 février, environ 8h30 du matin. Monsieur Bushwalter montait la charpente d'une maison sur le chantier de Normandy Avenue lorsqu'un défaut dans la panne faîtière provoqua l'affaissement de l'ensemble. Il ressort des différents témoignages que Monsieur Bushwalter glissa et tenta de se rattraper à un chevron du toit, mais que celui-ci se brisa. Monsieur Bushwalter tomba d'une hauteur d'environ 7 mètres, il entraînant dans sa chute plusieurs solives ainsi qu'une partie des fermettes préfabriquées du toit. L'autopsie ultérieurement pratiquée a révélé que le crâne de Monsieur Bushwalter fut enfoncé probablement lorsqu'il heurta une des pannes du toit. Il subit plusieurs blessures internes causées par la chute de la charpente et mourut des suites d'une hémorragie interne environ 10 minutes après l'affaissement initial du toit. Les différents examens menés sur la panne faîtière et les fermettes ont montré que les défauts dans le bois étaient indétectables avant leur installation. Les différents témoins affirment que M. Bushwalter suivait toutes les mesures de sécurité. En conséquence, l'opinion de cet expert est que la mort de Louis-Jean Bushwalter est imputable à un authentique et imprévisible accident du travail et qu'aucun manquement ne peut être reproché à Elysian Fields Developments. Les primes prévues par la police d'assurance seront donc versées en totalité aux bénéficiaires prévus. Timothée Lee, expert agréé en sinistre le 1er mars 1947.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss.
So, you gonna see your married man again?
Ouais, mais du coup, je fais quoi moi avec ça?
What is that man doing?
Je peux pas. Non.
We'll never find out.
Pas trop quoi dire. Hein.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple
No.
of questions?
Of course not.
Refus du paiement de la prime.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
Alors. Elle pense que c'est un très bon artisan et qu'il ferait pas un toit qui tombe. Enfin, de mauvaise qualité, quoi. Elle a l'air sûre d'elle-même. Et de toute façon, on a quoi comme lettre de règlement à l'amiable? Bah, de toute façon, ça... Bah ouais, mais... C'est pas un peu genre... En fait... C'était quoi déjà la question? C'était sur les paiements, c'était ça? Attends, c'était quoi? Non. Non, le truc d'avant. On peut pas voir le truc d'avant. Refus de... Merde. Refus de paiement. Mais en fait... C'est un peu en mode... En fait, c'est peut-être pas un mensonge, mais... Je pense qu'elle ment pas, mais entre doute et vérité, je sais pas trop. Du coup, je préfère mettre doute. Genre... Attends. Ouais.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's
Oui,
intuition?
voilà.
That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
Elle veut qu'on rouvre l'enquête et effectivement, ça c'est pas suffisant. Pas juste dire bah il était bon. Rouvre l'enquête. Comme ça. Lien avec Bushwalter.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No,
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
we were family friends.
Ouais, ben. Ok. C'est. Moi j'ai trop envie de mettre doute là parce que c'est pas. C'est pas assez là. C'est pas assez précis. Hein. Faut que tu creuses. Hein. Faut que tu creuses.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
Motif du litige.
So the roof collapsed, accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
Ça par contre je pense que c'est vraiment la vérité sinon ça ferait pas chier quoi. Mais c'est aussi parce que c'est Cole Phelps qui lui avait demandé de faire ça donc voilà quoi.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address, not the phone number.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on, I'll walk you up.
Bon, ah, il est full bugué là. Non. Oh. Oh, le petit mot, c'était quoi le petit mot? Au secours. Non mais la caméra est buggée. Attends, est-ce qu'on peut pas reset la cam? Je suis obligé de reset le jeu. Oh non. Attendez. Je crois qu'on va être obligé de reset le jeu. Allez, tant pis, on recommence. On relance. On revient tout de suite. Ça risque de recommencer à zéro par contre. Un peu chiant. On va aller vite du coup. On peut pas skip? Merde. Ça se trouve en plus je peux pas voir si ça bug toujours.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
Ok, on lit. Hop là. Lisons. Merde, on descend, c'est bon, c'est lu. Hop là.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept the
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculous...
Hop. On lit.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
Alors,
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No,
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
we were family friends.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
So the roof collapsed, accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
eh ben, en vérité.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address, not the phone number.
Bon, j'espère qu'il faut pas que je reset là, parce que là ça va me saouler de le voir 3 fois.
Mr. Benson would like to.
Hop. Si, il faut que je reset.
Come on,
Fais
I'll
chier.
walk you up.
Non, attends, et si je fais ça? Non. Ah. Oh, je sais. Je suis con. Je me doute. Attendez, est-ce que ça marche là? Non, ça marche pas. Pas plus. Ok. Désolé. On va relancer, hein. Non mais ça marche même plus. What? Non mais c'est une blague. Ah voilà. Bizarre. Bon, prochain coup, si ça marche pas, franchement, on fait un autre jeu. Hein.
Mr. Kelso?
J'essaye de skipper, mais bon,
That's
ça
what the
marche
sign on the
pas.
door says, miss.
On est dans une boucle, je pense, là. Sympa.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept the
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been a victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Bon, hein. On sait, il est tombé. Hop là.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
So the roof collapsed, accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address, not the phone number.
Hop là, on va pouvoir jouer ou pas?
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack.
Enfin, jouer la
Upstairs.
suite, quoi. Oh, c'est bon, ça bug plus. Allez.
One of these days, I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday. Grown men playing at being boys. You look like you were a big pain in the neck. Now I have a much lower opinion of you.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Ok, ça sent quand même qu'ils ont pas envie d'avoir cette femme sur le dos et qu'ils veulent qu'elle prenne l'argent. Ils vont tout faire pour qu'elle prenne l'argent, plutôt que d'enquêter.
Your car, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, kid.
Alors, on est sur le chantier des Fields. Mais c'est déjà venu là tout à l'heure, non? Une autre fois. Un ordre de démolition. Service de l'urbanisme et sécurité de la ville de Los Angeles. Ordre de démolition. La ville de Los Angeles, conformément à la section 191 partie 1 sous-section A du Code de l'urbanisme de Californie, ordonne que les structures du chantier sur le lotissement de Normandy Avenue ayant un rapport avec l'accident du 28-01-47 soient détruites sur le champ et que tous les matériaux soient retirés. Ok. Date de notification 22 septembre 1947. C'est un peu chelou. Elysian. Non, là. Elysian Fields. Destinataire bureau de chantier des Elysian Fields. Frank Osterman. Monsieur Leland Monroe. Planning de construction. Aucun retard ne sera toléré.
Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Et on a que ces deux-là. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Ouais, je peux pas faire grand-chose ici. Matériaux de construction, Walraven, Fletcher Drive, Los Angeles, Californie. Nom du client, Elysian Fields. Adresse de livraison du chantier de Council Street. Marchandises livrées, 2 tonnes de ciment Portland. 8 tonnes de sable de construction, 16 tonnes d'agrégat supérieur. Ok. Livraison
That's
de...
not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
Ok, je sais pas s'il y a autre chose ici. Ah! Il est coincé. Peut-être on va faire le tour du chantier, hein, du coup. Allons-y. Attends, là il y avait un papier, non? Non. J'ai l'impression que c'est tout, mais... Ok, il n'y a plus rien ici. Non, on n'a pas tout fait. Il nous manque des indices. Waouh! Attendez, il nous manque des trucs. Là, il n'y a vraiment rien ici? Je peux pas le retourner. J'ai l'impression qu'il me manque des infos. Sinon je me casse. Hein. J'ai plus l'air d'être sur l'enquête là. C'est quoi ça? Je peux me barrer ou pas? Mais je sais même pas où aller si je me barre. Il me manque une info. Non. Non. Ou alors fallait que je sélectionne un truc sur cette lettre. Je crois pas, hein. Attends, il ne fait que remonter. Ah,
Bulldozing,
j'avais pas.
starting again.
Ah, j'avais pas l'info là. J'étais pas descendu assez bas. Même s'il l'avait lu. Je pense qu'on a tout là, non?
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
Oh! Merde, je sais plus comment on fait déjà pour ça. Non, 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 attends, ça va pas le faire là.
You know that?
Ah, c'est bon, j'ai.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Allez.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
Alors, attends, c'est laquelle? Oh, c'est en face. Ah oui, bah oui, ok. C'est laquelle que t'as démoli juste derrière, mais bon, c'est pas grave.
What the hell?
Comment ça, what the hell? Ok, on va fouiller, hein. Les gravats.
The place falls down and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
C'est vrai, ça. Oh.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear germs?
Ok, oh là. La maison est tombée et ensuite il la bulldoze jusqu'au bout, quoi. Ok. Lui, ça lui paraît suspect. Mais bon, ça peut être en mode, bon bah au moins la maison elle s'écroulera pas plus, ça fera pas de dégâts. Mais bon, faut qu'on fouille, non? Là, il y a quelqu'un, on peut lui parler. Que là, ça a l'air très, on peut rien faire.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Oh, c'est encore la qualité des pierres dégueulasses ou bien? Non?
I'm missing something here? Oh crap!
Non, comment t'arrêtes de courir à fond? Ouais. On va aller parler au type là, non?
years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Il s'en fout.
Suck the hell out of you.
Peut-être qu'il faut que j'aille voir d'autres. Ah, je peux pas rentrer. Mais là, il y avait quand même un indice. Enfin, il y avait les pierres de l'autre côté. Faut peut-être que j'aille voir plus près.
Olive oil comes from Holland. Where's baby oil?
Pourquoi il y a du bois où il y a écrit pas pour... Ouah, attendez, j'ai un problème là. Oh, ok. Pas pour l'usage dans la construction là. Et ça fait partie de la maison. Et là...
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
Let's try to piece this together.
Ah!
Get back
That's
here and
not right.
apologize.
Attends, d'accord, il faut...
You don't see that every day.
Keystone Films. Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Bizarre, j'avoue. Elle a été construite en bois de trucs de studio et pas de construction. Il veut nous bulldozer le mec là. Waouh! Oh! Attends. Ah le salaud! Ah le salaud! Et ils en ont rien à foutre, ils baissent toutes les canalisations. Attends, là je veux... Ah le salaud! On recommence. Ah pas du tout ça. Mais lui il a un vrai problème. Hein. En tout cas, de toute façon il a été mis au courant par l'autre qu'on a été voir dans le bureau. Hein. C'est obligé. On va avancer, on va prendre un peu d'avance. Oh! Oh, il y a une échelle au pire. Non, non, on avance. Hein. Merde, je vais pas recharger. Mais... Ah, je peux pas avancer plus loin. Ou alors ça a bugué. J'arrive pas, j'arrive pas. Ah. Je n'arrive pas à le buter. Oh je savais pas qu'il était si près ce coup-ci. Non, quand même, là. Quand même. On va bien y arriver, quand même. Non mais arrête! Oh purée. Genre l'autre il met ses bras devant les yeux quand il m'écrase alors que c'est... Enfin c'est lui qui a décidé de m'écraser. Hein. Pourquoi on n'arrive plus maintenant? Encore moins je veux dire. Arrivait déjà pas. C'est la peine d'y arriver encore moins. Et il veut pas baisser son truc là? Ah bah si, là je peux descendre. Ouais, c'est bon. Par contre, le type, je le défonce. Ah, on le défonce même pas, en fait. Faut qu'on trouve un téléphone. Hein. Là, il y a une cabine.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Ok, il a l'adresse. Let's go.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kinda hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Ok. Enquêtons. Donc le vieux studio fermé depuis longtemps. Oh. Ah, il est en marche arrière le truc.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GI.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor.
District Attorney Don Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity.
I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition.
It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor.
Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry. Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. Takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GI.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren. Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian.
So this is where their lumber comes from?
Great day for the future of Los Angeles. In a great day. In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen.
Operator, I'd be glad if you'd put me through to police dispatch.
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lichtman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lichtman or Luke Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks for your help.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Top of my class back east. Now I'm waiting table.
Who wants a 5-star goddamn wedding? Why is the word abbreviation so long?
That's one way to keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof.
You lose something, Mac?
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few blacks. 3 meatheads with nary a...
Time for you to lose your teeth.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk. Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Monroe owns the city, owns the cops. I need to find this.
Must be his plan. Hey!
Got a job to do.
Watch it!
Is that the last of them?
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Webb's. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Ho, boom.
weapons company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them in
We are
there.
going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
Where's he going? Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in. Who gave that order?
You did.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
No time to explain.
Not in your life, Buster. Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around. To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack? Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love?
Jack.
That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
She will only come back.
I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why. I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
Ok. Bah déjà mensonge, on va voir.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on.
Ah oui, de
And
fou.
how do you prove that, Jack?
Bah il a le contrat d'assurance. Hein. Alors attends, oui. Hop là.
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Et règlement de l'affaire Butch-Walter.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Si je mets 3, je crois que j'ai pas trop de preuves là-dessus. Mais on va faire ça pour voir, après je peux switcher.
You smug son of a bitch, you're lying again. It's an insurance scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Ça.
My assessors wrote the policies on the houses.
Ouais, ça j'ai rien pour ça.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that. Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file. If you know what to look for.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack.
Ouh.
You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the
Ah ouais,
same
lui
as
il a
mine,
vraiment,
Mr.
il en a vraiment rien à foutre
Not
de
at all.
tout. On l'accuse. Mais si nous on continue à fouiller, visiblement ça va mal se passer pour nous. Mais du coup, on va continuer à fouiller. On va au siège.
Let's hear a song from the Ink Spots.
Alors.
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
When is America gonna understand? It's not about getting, it's about giving. This guy must have been...
On s'est fait virer notre taf, hein. Alors, le bureau. C'est quoi déjà mon bureau? C'est celui-là? Non.
This is 1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
Merde, faut que j'aille où? Il a dit première porte. À droite, non? Ah oui, là. Jack Kelso.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
Ah, il a dit tout était sur les papiers.
$34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
Ok. Ici, on a quoi?
There's got to be more in these files.
Hausse de la
Insured
valeur du
replacement
terrain.
value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick patter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Allez, allons aux archives. C'est parti. Mais il est pas là, Cole. En fait, il va juste lui mettre les infos. On est déjà allé aux archives, c'est vrai ça. Avec le lustre qui est tombé. Je sais même pas s'il est encore là, le lustre, du coup.
You need some help there, sir?
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks.
Allez, hop. Ok, c'est là.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
Suivons-le.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
Ok, alors. Ok. Là, j'ai vu des suburban, là. Là. Les noms, là.
Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this?
Ah.
I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me.
Ah ouais, on n'a pas le nom du coup.
I believe that is in the Wilshire area.
Alors, attends.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north.
Ok.
118 degrees, 17 minutes,
Merde.
58 seconds west.
Attends. Ah, on peut faire comme ça, ok.
It was 34.4.29 latitude. And I'm looking for 118.17.58 on the longitudinal axis.
C'est là. Non, 58, 58. Merde, je sais plus ce qu'il a dit.
Degrees, 4 minutes,
Là?
29 seconds north.
Voilà.
The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here, use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
Où ça?
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
76988 divided. Non. Ah, au secours. Divided by 90.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
Oh merde, j'ai mis trop. Merde. Oh, ça a tout viré ou pas? Oh non, attendez, j'ai peur. Ah mais oui, j'ai...
1876988
C'est bon?
divided by
90,000, yes.
Non, je crois que je dois tout recommencer. Alors... C'était combien? Tu vas me le redire? Redis-le-moi.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
Ah, je peux pas le faire avec le clavier. 988. Ah, non. Voilà.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
Ok. 20.
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day? Let's see what the site is worth today. $1,876,988.
C'est ça, non? Ah non, 988.
1,876,988.
C'est là. Randall Jones.
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Oh, il y a encore les cons. Oh, même dans la bibliothèque, quoi.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Allez, hop.
Throw out the guns.
He's there, right there! Kill him!
Attends, je vais juste me cacher derrière, je sais plus comment faire. Ah.
you think you can hold out?
Merde, il est pas mort. Oh, le salaud.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Là, il sort.
Christ.
Attends, faut que je
Just
recharge.
missed.
Il est où l'autre? Ok.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's gonna help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
It's like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
De fou. Le psy là qui se sert à fond de lui là. Ah.
Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Ok, ça va être chaud, je le sens. Prenons une caisse. Allons à notre petit rendez-vous. Je sens que ça va bien se passer ce rendez-vous, je sais pas vous, mais... Je sens que ça va être une dinguerie, ça va être chill. Aïe aïe aïe.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Pelelu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Ok. Mais attends, on peut passer à inaperçu ou pas? Allez, go. C'est parti. Oh mon chapeau. Je le vois pas lui. Ok. On voit que son bras. Son bras là. Ah! Oh, je l'ai eu. Ah, il est là. Ah, c'est que moi. Ok. Merde, la statue. La statue. Ok. Il y a encore des trucs là-bas. Il n'a pas un pote en moins là? Oh non.
All right, man, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
Ok. Et là.
Weapons on the ground now!
Oh, il est là.
Somebody tag that son of a bitch.
Mais what? Je dois aller là. Pas obligé. Non, c'est là.
There it is. Blast him.
La grosse baraque quoi.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down?
Bim.
I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women. Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
C'est pas fini du coup. Non, attendez, tu m'as le placé là. Oh là là.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
On monte, non? Ouais. Non! Attends, laisse-moi monter là, merde.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
Ok, on fouille.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Aïe aïe aïe.
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Light, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
Aïe aïe aïe.
You cannot believe that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hope that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
Aïe aïe aïe.
That's a hell of a payroll.
Fonds de rénovation.
I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe.
Rapport des renseignements pour le docteur Harlan J. Fontaine. Le docteur Harlan J. Fontaine est impliqué dans l'approvisionnement et la distribution de narcotiques à Los Angeles et dans sa banlieue. En tant que psychiatre clinique, il a fourni de grandes quantités de morphine de contrebande à des trafiquants de drogue et des utilisateurs en prétendant prescrire un traitement à ses patients. Entre le 18 juillet et le 3 septembre 1947, 22 suspects interpellés pour possession ont expliqué que les drogues étaient des médicaments prescrits pour atténuer les symptômes de diverses maladies psychiatriques et plusieurs de ces personnes étaient en mesure de prouver leur dire par des documents. Toutes les ordonnances provenaient du bureau du docteur Fontaine, mais les arrestations ayant été faites par 4 divisions différentes. Central Park, University Highland, sur le terrain, n'ont remarqué aucune connexion et aucune action était entreprise. Le 7 septembre 1947, après un long interrogatoire, le suspect Reginald Barclay dénonça l'un de ses associés qu'il appelait Doc Fontaine. Voilà la transcription de l'interrogatoire. Barclay accusa Fontaine d'être le principal fournisseur dans un trafic avec Willie Baines Foster. Il court toujours. Foster est un convoyeur pour Mayor Harris Cohen, connu des services de la brigade des mœurs, du LAPD. 29 août 1947, puis le 6 septembre, le 12 septembre 1947, dans une boutique. Le docteur Fontaine s'est rendu dans une boutique de confection sur Sunset Boulevard appartenant à Mayor Harris Cohen et géré par lui. À ces 3 dates, le docteur Fontaine a passé plus d'1 heure dans la boutique. 2 jours après sa dernière visite, le 14 septembre, un chargement de morphine d'une valeur de $4000 a quitté une maison à Brentwood pour rejoindre un entrepôt de l'est du centre-ville, d'où il a ensuite disparu. Pour l'agent qui rédige ce rapport, il est clair que le docteur Harlan Fontaine est l'un des membres éminents de l'approvisionnement et de la distribution de narcotiques à Los Angeles et qu'il entretient des liens étroits avec les crimes organisés. Je préconise une surveillance rapprochée jusqu'à ce qu'un dossier complet puisse être mis sur pied.
Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
Alors là, on a tout vu. Ça, on a vu? Non, ça, on n'a pas vu.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the links these sons of bitches would go to.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Voilà. On a tout. On n'a pas tout fait, si. Ça.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already. It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy.
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where?
Oula.
Fontaine. Dead? former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor!
Ok, on va devoir sauver Elsa.
Kill her, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Le connard, il va aller s'appeler son docteur lui-même. Oh, c'est fini. Ok. Indice trouvé, 7 sur 7. Ah ouais, il n'y avait pas beaucoup d'indices. C'était 3 questions correctes. C'est vrai qu'on n'a pas interrogé beaucoup de types. Le fonds de rénovation suburbaine a été démantelé à l'ancienne. Et nous, on va se mater le trailer de la prochaine. Nicholson, Electro, Lighting, Galvanoplastie, Nicholson.
Jack, there's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a lesion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon and we have to be on the other side.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
Et ben nous, messieurs, dames, on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. On reprendra la suite une prochaine fois. J'avais dit aujourd'hui que ce serait un court stream. Peut-être qu'on se retrouvera ce soir, mais c'est pas sûr. Donc voilà, pour l'instant, je vais m'arrêter là. En tout cas, sinon, on se voit demain pour un nouveau stream. On fera du Kingdom Come. On continuera un peu le Kingdom Come parce qu'on avait plein de trucs à faire. On était lancé entre deux quêtes, donc ce serait bien de l'avancer un petit peu. Et puis, et voilà. Si on stream le soir plutôt, ce sera peut-être avec les copains. Sinon, eh ben, je vous dis à demain. En tout cas, je vous souhaite une bonne après-midi. Je vous fais plein de gros bisous. Je vous dis à demain.